Okay, guys. So now, taking forward our discussion, we are discussing now about the question which is in everyone's minds. Okay, all
Yes.
those who have all those who have some money saved, they are wondering now how do we invest in this. All those who are already having a big portfolio in the market, their portfolio has become half or maybe even lesser than that. So they are wondering what do I do, and
Correct.
and all the people who took bait of last year's mutual fund sahi hai ads are crying their eyes out and they are wondering whether mutual fund abhi bhi sahi hai ke nahi. So
Agreed.
so again now it's time to take a um, calculated opinion and discuss a few approaches to investing in the times of corona.
In the times of Corona. So, Janak, let me share one
Inside.
observation with you. Not
Yes.
insight, but observation. Two observations rather. First, there was a news that uh, after the fall, I'm not talking about till Nifty 7,500. I'm talking about when Nifty was near, I think 9,000 something, 9,500
Correct.
something. I
Correct.
read one
From
news.
12,000, it fell to 9,500 that time.
I read one news that number of new accounts in Zerodha has spiked, and there
Ah,
was a great article that how Indian retailers are becoming smart and they are ready to buy on the dips. Okay, during
right.
that time, and I was so amused. That was the first
Yeah,
observation, and then Nifty was at 7,500. Okay, the
correct.
second observation, which is very interesting rather, and this is from our peers. Okay,
Hmm.
when Nifty was down first time by 10%,
Hmm.
everyone was talking about niche
Buying.
aaya hai, let's buy.
Right.
Again, Nifty was down and it was around about at 9,000. Again, which stocks to buy? And I was like, I don't have the answer. I not even know how much down it will go. Okay. And I was literally confused at that time. But at the
Correct.
same time, I was
And
feeling that uh, their faces or their perception was like, you are working in the market since 8 years. You called yourself an analyst and you cannot tell me that which stock to buy right now.
क्या फायदा है इतने सुपर
Then
पावर होने का?
and
Right.
then
So
Nifty
it
again,
was that
that was third
particular
fall.
day also.
Pardon?
It was that one particular day that Nifty was
Okay,
at 96 or 9,700 and it hit a
correct.
low of 8,500,
Lower
8,550
circuit,
or
correct,
something. Yeah,
correct,
after hitting
correct,
a lower circuit and then going lower, further lower. And
correct.
then on that same day, it bounced to 10,150.
Perfect,
It
perfect.
was that particular day when that bounce happened that everyone was thinking, oh, I should have bought, and all that stuff.
Correct, correct. And at the same day, we posted on the social media that if you have to buy, you make five parts and start buying at that time. One
Yeah,
part at new
that's what
lows or at whatever prices.
that if you are looking to invest 100 bucks in the market, then 20 bucks you should invest on such a day. That is what
Correct,
we had said.
correct. And the last observation, Janak.
Hmm.
Finally, Nifty hit 7,500, and all the peers and this again. I am not degrading them. I'm just telling you their psychology
Right.
because they are not working in the market. They are doing their own job. For them, Nifty fall was a buying opportunity. For
Hmm.
them, Tata Motors at 100 rupees was a buying opportunity. And I'm just telling you,
But
or
at yeah, your observation, correct. Go on.
observation. The last observation was since they are outsiders, correct? They are not in the market. They just want to invest. Their life ka chota part is like I want to invest and I want to earn this much. And now when Nifty was at 7,500, then they were not asking the same question, what to buy. And then
Hmm.
I asked them, what will happen? And they were like, now they are confused. Okay. At the same
Correct.
time,
And
two
that
people
day again we told them
discussed.
that buy 20% today.
Buy 20% today. And again, it's not because we are super smart, it's because you cannot catch bottom. That's it.
You cannot catch the bottom, and
This
every
is
time others are fearful is when you have to be greedy. It has been said by the poster boy himself.
and greedy means, and this is a calculated greediness, 20%.
Yeah, yeah. Calculated greediness, not very greedy also, so that you are
Correct,
not
correct,
caught out by it. You know what I mean?
correct. So that is the thing. Now,
So yeah, that's the
since
thing. And now that 7500 event, okay, and Tata Motors going to 70 and stocks falling in that fashion has
hmm,
actually created a slight fear in the people now. So
correct.
the markets have
And
started getting fearful.
now, believe one thing is clear, guys. When
Hmm.
everybody is fearful, at that time, market will bottom out. Okay.
Yeah, having
When
said
retailers
that,
were, hmm, hmm,
crude oil is at $20 and everybody is
yeah,
fearful.
yes, crude oil is at $20. Fear is there. Fear is
Right.
actually in the crude oil.
Yeah, at $30, we had commented also that last time crude was at 30, it made a low of 26, and China was the
Correct,
buyer. Now
correct,
who's
correct.
going to buy crude? We had a discussion on that also.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
And
hmm, hmm.
I don't think anyone bought there. And it became
So and
$20.
Janak, this time around it's bit more scarier
Of course.
because that low of crude has been superimposed by maybe recession all around the world. So
There's
God knows. Now let's
recession,
see.
there's no demand, no global trade that is happening, and uh, uh, we are below production level. Production,
Everyone correct, correct.
yeah.
So one peculiar thing happened because of China that Baltic Dry Index has gave a uptick,
Hmm.
but that's because of China. Now we need to see whether it is sustainable or not. But let's see, let's see. Now, Janak, have a look at this chart. This chart I have put in, shamelessly put in, because our friend Mayuresh sent me this chart, and I have shamelessly copied this chart because I like the explanation.
Right,
I like the explanation, and this is related to affected sectors right now. We
right.
all know this. Traveling sectors,
Hmm.
every major countries airlines, they will need bailout.
Airlines and hotels both are
यूएस
gone.
वालों का मिल गया, इंडियन वालों का
आएगा.
आएगा. Okay, that is there. Second, companies with the very little or low cash flow. Third, high debt companies. Okay, high fixed asset companies, people intensive companies, and
Yeah, high
discretionary.
salaries. Yeah.
Correct, correct,
Also, this airlines fall in both people intensive and travel. So double whammy.
correct, correct, correct. So that means cash needs and leverage companies, they are going to go down, and travel link companies, they are
Correct.
in a big trouble. We all know that.
So
Now, yes, please
you
go
can
ahead.
admire this chart all you like.
Correct, but let's move ahead. Let's
Yeah.
move ahead and think about how, what are the different investment we can do and how to do that.
Correct. So one thing we said and we cannot emphasize it enough is that you should buy a little bit, okay, and you should break your investment into parts. Make it 10 parts if you are not comfortable with investing, breaking
Correct,
it down into 5 parts. And
correct.
one part you invest every time the market has a huge crash in certain stocks or certain companies or certain
Now,
sectors.
perfect. The second
Okay.
point is, Janak, that we don't know how big this slowdown is going to be, and
Hmm.
job market is going to be tight. We are looking and hearing some murmurs and information that companies are preparing for recession.
Yeah,
Okay.
if layoffs happen,
Hmm. Hmm.
if layoff happen, so all
Correct.
the job going people are going to be affected by it,
Correct.
and because of that, as Rahul is saying, take it with a pinch of salt that job don't invest all the surplus money you have in the markets right
Keep
now.
some
Set
buffer.
a bit. Yeah, have a buffer for your daily needs and all. Also, in case jobs get risky, if you're in a company which is heavily debt ridden or something, then please take your own cautionary measures first and cover yourself first.
Correct. So this chart is not only for investment, for your career also.
Yeah, for your own job, for your own
Correct.
job safety also. Right.
Correct. Now let's talk about Janak this investment ideas. The first one, because of coronavirus, there is one WhatsApp forward I read yesterday. What
Yeah.
has propelled the innovation and technological adoption in your company? A
Hmm.
CFO, CEO, coronavirus, and so you need to choose the answer. And we
Right.
know in India.
Was a in India it's coronavirus.
In fact, coronavirus. So because of this coronavirus, when we are on the other side, there will be lot of habit changes, processes changes in terms of business, in terms of your life. Okay,
Hmm.
if you see the adoption of Zoom, the web conferencing or webinar
Oh
provider
yeah.
Zoom,
Yeah.
that's tremendous.
Tremendous.
I think he's the most happiest guy in the world right now.
Yeah, they are now extending the 45-minute rule also, by the way.
Wow, wow. So observe, each and everyone observe what kind of changes in habits and processes are happening in your business at your home, and see
Hmm.
which kind of companies are providing that. And if these companies are listed, then
You
they
can
might be your pick.
start picking them. Yeah.
Correct, correct. Second,
For
Janak.
example, Netflix and all also have been pretty good gainers in this year because of that.
Yeah, Netflix, they are doing well. Or even Janak, if we see average watch time on YouTube, it is going up rapidly.
Yeah, yeah,
It
agreed.
clearly shows that people are consuming it.
People are consuming crazy amount of data.
Hmm.
So, having said that, those are the new sectors or new opportunities that you can find. Correct.
Correct.
Now, from the existing ones, okay, there are a few sectors that we have listed here on this slide, which
Correct.
we want to speak about a little
Correct.
bit, that could provide an opportunity for investment in the days to come.
Perfect.
Again, we will not talk about timing the market. We will talk about dividing whatever you want to invest into five parts and investing one part every time there's a crash. Okay.
Yes.
But these are the ones which will perform well in the days to come. That is
Hmm.
what our opinion is.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Or we will lead the market at least. Banks
Correct.
are there, banks are always there, but it is completely linked to right now what government is going to do, and you cannot time it properly.
Correct. So banks are there, infra is there. All those answers are given because government is also saying that they are investing in infra. So in budgets, we had a very deep discussion on all those things. When
Hmm.
things
Hmm.
regularize, that's gonna happen. But these
Correct.
things are the
Hmm. Hmm.
ones that you need to focus on right now. Okay.
Let's discuss
Uh,
one by one. Hmm.
yeah. Let's start with pharma.
Correct. Let's do it.
Yeah. So
Now,
pharma is a no-brainer right now.
correct. So if you see pharma stocks also during this fall, they were showing a different reaction. Okay. So select good pharma companies. If you see pharma since I
So
think
now,
2015, Janak.
while you speak, I'll load the Nifty Pharma chart.
Okay, please do that. Please do that. So if
Yeah,
you see
you can
pharma
unshare.
charts,
You can unshare the screen till then.
yeah, I'll do that.
Hmm.
I have done that. So if
Yeah.
you see pharma, uh, we were we were on a buy side of pharma since last 1.5 year. Okay, since last 1.5 year, pharma actually topped out in 2015. Okay, from there, I think last till last year it was going down. This is Nifty Pharma.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Nifty Pharma. You can see that it's been having a bad time since. Okay, wait.
2015.
Yeah, this is the monthly. It's been
Correct.
having a bad time since 2015.
Correct. Correct.
And right now, since there are so many people who are ailing, and even the basic medicines are being sold and all.
So the entire point why we are choosing pharma is the way how governments around the world, the way people around the world, they are going to change their habits when it comes to uh, healthcare. Correct. If you see country like India, if you just go and have a look at our total spend on healthcare in terms of budgeted spend on healthcare, it's very less. It's 3 to 4%, I guess.
Correct.
Okay. Then post this such kind of debacle like coronavirus, it will expose the fragilities, the fractures within the system. And when we are on the other side, government will start putting in money to repair all these fractures so that we will not come across similar lockdown kind of situations when similar thing happen in the future. So that is one point
So
because
that
of
is
which pharma will
healthcare
get the boost.
healthcare related point. A pharma specific point also, that
Hmm.
everyone has now realized their dependability on China. Okay.
Correct.
There is
Correct.
a big discussion. I met this person from a pharma company the other day, and
Hmm.
this was in early March. So this
Correct.
lockdown hadn't happened then. And
Correct.
that person, I asked him that, "Arey, coronavirus is there, and people are getting sick, and also has it affected your sales?"
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
He's like, "Arey, let go of sales. My production is affected. Okay, because
For
the
raw
the
materials.
the API comes from China."
Correct, correct. The same thing happened with US. Whatever we are going through, companies, same thing is happening with the US companies.
Correct.
So that dependability will change. Correct.
Yeah, so they all realize that beyond a certain point, you cannot be dependent on China for things, otherwise, you're going to get jacked. So
Hmm.
that is one very, and pharma is a less labor intensive sector. So definitely, uh, in the future, I think that these prices will, not sustain for a long time, and that's why we should buy it.
You should keep close tab on that. Select good pharma companies and buy it. Okay.
Right.
Obvious for the obvious reasons now, because now this expenditure, household expenditure on pharma may go up according to me because of this scare.
Hmm. Hmm.
This will happen. Correct. This is a your social change that will happen.
Yeah, it may happen. Absolutely.
It may happen. Okay, it may happen. Let's see. Let's see. Okay,
Yeah.
then, so one is pharma. Anything else?
Yeah. What is the next sector on the list? Insurance.
Insurance is there. FMCG is there.
FMCG. Right. Right. FMCG, needless to say, they are having like crazy bumper amount of sales right now. And
Correct.
I think they are already, if you're getting them at a lower price than before, you should accumulate. And there is no, you don't need to think about this also.
Correct, correct. Now, having said that, on the charts, nothing is looking great. Okay, why we are giving telling you these companies? Uh, why? Because everybody is telling us valuations are good, stocks are looking cheap. Within that, what to buy? Buy
This
where
was
demand
at a
is.
live high yesterday, huh? By
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah, agreed.
It
The
hit a live high yesterday. And
yes.
that was because their merger got approved, and because of the demand situation, obviously.
Yes, yes. So our recommend what I was telling Janak that yes, all the valuations are looking cheap during these times. What to buy? Which the businesses which you thinks are going to have demand, the businesses which you thinks are going to have growth. during this,
Correct.
whether there is recession or whether there is no recession. Correct, whether there
Yeah.
is slowdown or whether there is no slowdown. So
Yeah.
that will
These
be
are
your
the
first point.
businesses. Yeah. And also, generally, these companies are not heavily debt ridden, and they give some dividend also.
Okay, okay. The next point is the peculiarly insurance.
Insurance. Yeah. Now, this is a very peculiar pick.
Hmm.
Okay. The reason why we feel that we should buy this is
Correct.
that there are very few insurance stocks. Okay. In the market, there are 5 or 6 companies. You buy them, and you have got the entire, almost quite a large chunk of the sector in your hand.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is one thing. And another thing is that in times like this, insurance is required. Okay. India, may the insurance penetration is zero. All these insurance companies, last year we saw a slew of IPOs of insurance companies. Okay. And they all were well received by the market. And after that, there was a big rally in the insurance companies. Now you can see that the prices have actually crashed back to good worthy levels of buying.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
here I'm showing you a chart of HDFC Life. A high of 640 and it's back. It made a low of 340 and now it's back to 430. So
Correct.
again,
Correct.
it's come back to a level where you have a chance to buy this business again, which has very less penetration in India. The penetration is increasing in India, even general insurance for that matter. If I were to show you Lombard or open any stock, I'm just opening from the top of my head right now.
Yeah, yeah, no
Same
problem.
situation. Same situation is there. This Lombard stock, it went from 600 bucks to 1450 bucks. Again, it made a low of 800 and now it's again 1100.
Hmm.
These
Hmm.
are
Hmm.
very
Hmm. Hmm.
detectable levels for an industry for which is going to be strong in India for the next 20 years, at
20
least.
years. And if you have heard Nirmala Sitharaman on that day also, the first announcement was insurance of all the healthcare workers and doctors. That was the
Ah,
first
yes.
announcement. Correct. Along apart from that, since last 2 years, people are buying insurance companies by last 1 year rather by giving us example of Ayushman Bharat. Okay, but
Ah,
right now, if you see, this is the perfect time for that kind of PR or that kind of implementation. Correct.
right.
So that will
Yeah,
again
and
boost insurance sector.
correct. And there's a new product also, Corona Insurance. A lot of these corporates have who have that basket insurance for their employees, that umbrella
Correct.
insurance or whatever you call it. They have added Corona to their umbrella also.
Correct. And this corona is not going to be the last strain. This is the seventh one. There will be eighth one. There will be ninth one. So for at least 1 or 2 years, we will keep hearing corona, corona, and corona. So that insurance product will be there in the news.
Yeah, yeah. So insurance is another one. You can select those 6, 7 stocks and you can buy all of them, and you'll still be spending around some 4, 5 thousand bucks to buy all of them ka one share, but it's
Okay.
absolutely worth it.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
that is that. What is the next one on our list, Rahul?
So there is telecom, then there is
Ah,
daily needs and high dividend stocks.
correct. So now, telecom ka I wanted to just suggest something that in order for you to buy the whole mobile
Sector.
internet wala segment, you just
Hmm,
need to
hmm.
buy those 3 stocks: Airtel, Vodafone, and Reliance. Okay, now Reliance, they are saying later they will have give you 0 shares and all that. That is okay. Reliance mein there's that additional factor which I haven't verified. So if you want, you go and verify that whether actually these guys have increased their stake in the company. Okay, the news which came out last week, that if they have
Okay.
actually increased their stake in the company, that is a huge statement of trust that they have in their own company.
And this is a
It
perfect
cannot
time.
be ignored. Hmm.
They have money, they have liquidity. Why they won't? Correct?
Yeah, yeah, and so that is one thing, and plus there were some Facebook rumors also. Facebook wants to buy Reliance, but forget that.
Yeah, there
You buy
was some
Reliance
rumors about
stock,
that.
you buy Airtel stock, and then you think that you bought Airtel for $4 extra and buy Vodafone stock also, and you
Hmm.
have the whole sector. Then if Vodafone goes out of business and Reliance benefits or Airtel benefits, you don't matter. It doesn't matter to you because
You have the
one of
hedge.
your companies
Correct.
benefit. Yeah. So you have this chance that for this much, you are basically getting a portion of the entire telecom
Segment.
segment and revenue segment of India, which has just recently been opened up by Jio.
Now, Janak, will you please
Yeah.
put Reliance ka price? I think it's around about 1,000. Would I think Airtel put Reliance, Vodafone, and everything. So and I know,
So
guys,
Reliance
this
is around
1,000, I guess.
yeah, and Reliance may $1,080 is the price, and it's not just the Reliance Jio price.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. It's
the price of everything, you know?
correct, correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
Now, I know you must be thinking, guys, that this is a bit offbeat idea, but if you think with calm mind, this is a very good idea. So buy
Yeah.
Vodafone and think like
Buy
that.
the entire
Hmm,
sector.
correct, correct.
Yeah. So that's what. And plus, here there's another special thing that is there in this sector. The problem, special problem, that is that the government is in a soup now in this sector because
Yes,
the TRAI actually gave a lot of leeways to Reliance Jio. Okay, legally they mustn't have, but frankly, they while auctioning 3G, if they are auctioning a 4G, it is top class stupidity in my opinion.
so
Okay.
earlier they tried
And
to strong arm everyone, but now it's not possible. They need to support everyone now.
yeah, correct. So they have benefited Geo to certain extent that these heavily loaded companies, which is Vodafone Idea and Airtel,
Correct,
okay, their debt will go bad if they don't
correct,
support,
correct.
and that will in effect give a domino effect on the banking loans. So if you were to go to think about it, they will have to come up with any way to bail out this sector. Whether
Hmm.
Vodafone gets salvaged or not, that is not the point. Vodafone may die also. I don't know about that. But
But I got your
Vodafone
point,
India,
Janak. What you're trying to portray.
yeah, the point is the other two को भी कुछ benefit तो देना ही पड़ेगा उनको. There is no way.
Agreed.
They have dug their own grave. Otherwise, banks will die in the process. So this is a damn good chance to buy these stocks.
And again,
If
this is
in
also habitual change kind of a thing. That because of since everyone is at home, data
ah
data is getting consumed in a higher proportion,
correct.
and we are getting dependent on internet even more. Correct.
Yeah, so the habit is shifting royally towards more data consumption, which they
Hmm, hmm.
can actually benefit from in later times.
Correct.
Anyways, we have been reading news about how they are planning to increase the base price of the data or of calls or something like that. So
Correct.
all that will add up, and this is actually a really good investment idea worth considering.
Okay. Okay. Good one. Good one. Now, high dividend stocks.
Yeah,
It's a
that
simple
this
one.
is
Correct.
yeah, this is simple. Needless to say, no, needless to
Needless to
say.
say. Correct.
What this company, for instance, you check out its dividend history, okay? It gives you $20 dividend every year
And biggest coal company, if you
in the
don't
world.
have it, correct.
Yeah. So I'm not saying by this. I'm saying that the government is going to require money, okay? And where are they going to get the money from after a certain time? From their profitable businesses only. They are either going to disinvest in this company or they are going to uh,
Take
obtain dividend from
dividend.
these companies.
Correct.
Hindustan Hindustan Zinc is another company which they have in a tie-up with that Vedanta, and that also gives truckloads of dividend. It is known for giving crazy dividends in the past. So these are just a few examples. I'm again not giving you any investment advice related to a company. So SEBI, don't come and screw me. I'm just giving you an example that, boss, these are a few companies that are worth dividend rich companies. If they are available cheap right now, go buy it.
Correct. So now this is our list, Janak. Now I just want for 1 minute I just want to discuss about since everyone right from Saudi Arabia to India, Nirmala Sitharaman, they were talking about that new economy stuff, correct? And they
Hmm.
were budgeting some amount for new economy. They are allotting amount to new economy. If you guys, everyone, just go and have a look at how in China they are delivering through robots. How everyone, especially AI ML related companies, they are a lot of these companies are in news. Okay, earlier Janak and I was thinking that this AI penetration at retail level will take its space and it will take time. But due to this coronavirus,
Now it
everything
will
has, yeah,
expedite very, it'll go very fast.
it will go very fast. And this kind of companies now in India we do not have option, but in foreign, in the Western world, these companies are taking traction. So
Right.
that's it from our side, I think, Janak, correct?
Yeah, that's it from our side for the investment bit. Okay. And hope you have got a few ideas worth investing in the market. And stay tuned, have a look at the data, take rational decisions, and more importantly, stay alive. Uh,
Oh,
we'll see you guys.
okay, see you guys.
Okay, see you.